the Wheatley School and Director of Fine Arts. I'd like to extend our thank you to the Board of Education and our district offices for all the support that they give us for the arts. I'm going to give you a couple of interesting things coming up here. So, on the 14th, which is next Tuesday, I know it's Valentine's Day, what a wonderful way to spend it, here at your concert for Orchestra Long Island, where a number of the professionals will be playing alongside of our students. They have gone through 2 coaching sessions with the professionals. Today was the 2nd coaching session. And then on the 14th, they will perform with the Orchestra Long Island. Also on March 8th, we are so happy to have the Louis Armstrong Institute workshop for all the band students in the district. So Willits, Wheatley, all of the band students will be participating in this. So thank you very much again to the district office. We'd like to say welcome to Mr. Camberg, our president of the Board of Education, Mr. Keefe, trustee. We'd like to say thank you and welcome to Dr. Gately, Superintendent of Schools, Ms. Castangwe, Assistant Superintendent, Deputy Superintendent of Business, and Mr. Kemnitzer, the Assistant Superintendent of Instruction, Curriculum, and Personnel. So, notice we have exits on either side of the front of the auditorium and 2 exits in the back. So if you had an emergency, just like a plane, the exit may be behind you or in front of you, all right? We have a wonderful, wonderful concert coming. Mr. Hofling, I hand over the mic to you.
Thank you, everyone. We're going to get right into it. Our first tune is called One-Eyed Jack. We're dedicating this to Jack Marovic-Meyer, our trumpet player. I promised him I'd dedicate this one to him. We've been joking around about it since September. Both of his eyes are working fine, but yeah, this is One-Eyed Jack. That's the band. It was Mr. Fitzko on trumpet back there. And that was Arsh on alto sax. Beautiful solo, Arsh. Next up, we're going to play a totally different style Latin number for you, Orinoco Coco. We hope you enjoy this one. Here we go, guys. One, two, 1, 2, 3. lot going on there. We couldn't have done it without our good friend Thomas Valley on trombone. Thomas Valley sat in and was playing that solo with Lila. Lila, can you stand up? Let's give Lila a round of applause as well. I was telling the story to the band earlier. I got to tell it. Thomas came in here into my room as a 5th grader. And I think in 6th grade I set him up with my elementary school band director as his private teacher. Jeremy Kempton, the late Jeremy Kempton. He passed away, unfortunately. And Thomas is an all-national trombone player. So he was kind enough to sit in with us today and help us with that very difficult tune. And of course, Andy Ree, if you could stand up as well. Also played a beautiful solo on that one. All right, we've got one more for you. It's called Uptown Throwdown. And we hope you enjoy this one. One, two. Thank you very much. That was a lot of fun. I'm so proud of this band, and I have to give one more shout out. Noah, can you stand up? We got a 5th grade drummer here. He's done a fantastic job all year long for us. I could just go down every chair in this. You know, Mr. Fitzko came in this morning. We were here at 7:15 this morning. Mr. Fitzko walks in. He's like, "Man, this is a dedicated group of kids." I mean, absolutely, like hugely dedicated group of kids. And you know, that's what happens when you're dedicated. You know, you can play like that. If you're not dedicated, you can't play like that. That's just how it is, you know. And I'm so proud of this group. And we got a lot more music for you here. So we got the stage band coming up. We're gonna get out of the way. The stage band's gonna take over. We're gonna move a couple things. And then don't go away after that, because then we got the Wheatley Jazz Ensemble. So thank you, everyone.
welcome and thank yous for their patience while we set up over here. This is the stage band that we have at the Wheatley School, and before we start, I just have to tell you, that was awesome. Like, you guys played so well. Like, you just see us sitting there like, we're rocking out with you. So really congratulations to the Willits Road Band. They were, like, you guys were amazing. Really, really great playing. That was great. Come up here and play with us. So this is, we're going to start off with 1 o'clock jump by Count Basie. And it's a mixture. This is a mixture. You were just in 6 and 7. We have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have every grade, I think, up here. So a little bit of everything. We're going to start with 1 o'clock jump. have a cheat sheet I gave to them to kind of get them to try and improvise. When you improvise, you're learning about taking a melody, making it your own, listening to the chord progressions to figure out which notes work, which don't work, and making it what you feel. Like we just practiced this back, warmed up backstage, and our solo was completely different when he played over there, and it was cool, it jived, it was a lot of fun. And same thing, everybody takes a little bit, and then we kind of figure out what sounds good and make it our own feeling. And I'm hoping that as we keep going, you'll hear more and more variety of students up here playing some solos. So on the next tune, we're going to go a little Latin. We're going to play Oye Como Va. And on this tune, you're going to hear a bunch more solos. And I hope that you'll hear a little bit of difference in each one of them. And see if you can hear what they're trying to say through their music on this tune. Sorry, you just need to turn the speaker. Like I said, we have more and more people improvising. And they can't help it, they have to play. But you hear how the different styles that we have. When you improvise, yes, you have the jazz style, which most of our pieces are when we play, and the middle school definitely played a lot of jazz tunes. We also had a Latin tune, different feel. The last one you're going to recognize, I think, from, is it Trolls? Is that the movie? It's Justin Timberlake, Can't Stop the Feeling. I mean, who cannot, know that tune? So we're going to play that, and you'll hear JJ featured on this one on tenor sax. And it means that you can improvise and you can make the music your own no matter what style you're playing. You can be jazz, you can be Latin, you can be rock, you can be anything that you're listening to on the radio. They're playing chords, you're improvising, you're making the music your own. And that's really what I'm hoping this band learns to do so that we can speak through our music. So we're going to end our portion of the concert with Can't Stop the Feeling, but stick around because afterwards you're going to have the jazz ensemble from Wheatley, and they're amazing. All right, here we go. Just before they go, I just want to say thank you so much to them and to the parents out there. We rehearse 7 a.m. in the morning, and it's tough. It's rough sometimes, and getting them on time, getting them here, and sometimes we're all in a cranky mood because it's 7 a.m. I'm not a morning person, but I do it because I get to play this with them and make music with them. So thank you, parents. Thank you to the kids for getting there every morning and playing music with me. I appreciate it. So thank you.
We're going to leave stage. Jazz Ensemble will be here. We got a few minutes of setup change, and then we'll be back. Thank you so much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mr. Fitzko. It's my honor to be directing the Wheatley Jazz Ensemble, as I have for the past 25 years. This year is a great addition, and very proud of our young musicians, and I've challenged them with some pretty difficult music, as you will hear. Tonight we have super senior, Mr. Hofling. He's going to be joining us, and he'll play a few solos for you. And our first number, first of all, has anyone ever been to Egypt? Has anyone ever been in denial? In denial? Yeah. Well, our first tune is called Dance of Denial. And it features a very interesting mode, a Middle Eastern mode with a Latin beat, and it's going to feature our ensemble, Mr. Hofling on the baritone, and a drum solo by Ryan Cozzolino. Hope you enjoy it. Dance of Denial. Well, there's no denying that that's a cool sound, right? Our next tune is a tune from my favorite jazz trumpeter, Lee Morgan, who wrote in a bluesy hard bop style. And this tune comes from the 1960s. It's called Cornbread. And it really, again, it's very bluesy, but it incorporates kind of a 60s rock beat that made this a kind of a popular jazz hit. So it's called Cornbread. And we'll feature Mr. Hofling again. I'm going to take a solo and the ensemble, Cornbread. One, two, 1, 2,